Hi guys, in the previous video, which is 4373 Arcoinstall, we've shown you that chatwm and Wayfire is not in Archinstall, but it is in Arcoinstall. We've compared the files, we've updated the files as well, so there were some updates in these guys, so that's all good now. And what we're going to do, let's refresh, is give you an example how you can make an extra file like these guys for DWM and immediately also for dusk. So all the rest is good. Okay, check. So in this particular folder we are developing things. So this is the update or comparison from the date is 2024 12/08. Voila. So that's the code that came from Archinstall. That's the code that came from Archinstall. Didn't do anything, didn't write anything, not from me. It's from the Archlinux guys, right? We'll test it out if it works. What I need to do is go to Archinstall, default profiles, desktops, and DWM. So if this works, which is if you remove the cha, right, a fork of DWM, so that should be interesting. And then dusk as well. So maybe it's best I'll just start with this one. Control C, Control V. Call this DWM. And Control C, Control V. Call this one dusk. Wow. Now it's not that simple, right? The best thing to do probably is take another like this one, PSPWM, and let's take chatwm, compare. The difference are the name, so PSPWM, chatwm, PSPWM, chatwm, and packages. These are the default coming from Archinstall. We did not select those, and ours are all the way in here. Right, this is our chatwm. Okay, so those things up here, the blue lines, those matters up there. So PSPWM, where is dusk? That's dusk comes first. Compare. So rather than chatwm, it needs to become dusk profile, and this needs to become dusk. That's enough already. Of course, the packages need to change. Go for Control S. For us, that's enough. And then this one, and where is my friend DWM? There he is. Compare. So this is capital D, DWM. Save. And then we have to edit things, right? Not in this thing. We're gonna go to code. So choose your own editor. We've got ourselves a DWM over here. I need to, this used to be chatwm, right? Control find chatwm. So sudo pacman -s ArcoLinux DWM. These are the things I can install. So this is gonna be, let's see if I can click this. Voila. DWM git, yes. Dconf is not necessary. The hook is in there. So basically Control find, we have already the tiling window manager. No results. Save. That's already good. That's the basis. There is, however, st-git as a status in there as well. So that's something specific for that guy. And I can keep looking here. That's one thing I can look. The other place I can look is Calamares. Modules, because the full process of how to install Dusk or DWM, we made it already. Here it is. So we need those guys. The Pacman hook is already in there, so that's the one we need. SL status, Control C. This can go up. This you can go click here. So I have more room. DWM behind this one. Control V, comma. Don't forget the comma or you'll get a big error. So we got DWM Git, the Pacman hook, and SL status. Power menu is there. And I'll log out. Let's delete this thing. It's something from Nimdo that we've, well, that's been developed by somebody else. And that was in ChatWM. Don't want it here. Just testing in ChatWM. Or don't git block local power roofy volume ArcoNet dash. This is not needed. That's partly from ChatWM. GCC, I really am going overboard here, right? Having in ChatWM, I want to have everything. So lolcat, no. Make, no. Melt, no. Nomax, no. Numlox is handy. Play, control, sound them. Let's keep it in. Spark lines. That's for fun, but no. Fonts, probably important. Gonna keep everything in. This one as well. So it's decision time. This one I don't have to think about. This is where I put, this is going on any bit of code. So what do I see here? G simple color. Is there a, there is a calendar in DWM, I think, at the right top. If you click on the date, the calendar pops out. Well, if you don't have the application, nothing pops out, right? Just the choice. Maybe you don't want the calendar. And that's the thing, right? This is here. It's on the internet. You can change it and build your own ISO. That is still the goal. ArcoLinuxB.com. That's the website. B stands for building. We make our choices. You're free to make your own choices. I think this is looking good. What I'm gonna do with DWM is compare it with Dusk. Otherwise I have to do my reasoning again. So the nlog out is out. Don't want dash, don't want EWM, don't want any of these, which are interesting. ChatWM is really created for perfection, right? For my perfection. I want everything to be there that I say, I would miss this, I would miss that. And G simple call, I don't know. Doesn't hurt a bit, right? Dusk probably, and this one I don't know. So let's have a look. Let's see if Dusk has, here is Dusk. G simple call doesn't seem to be there. So this is DWM, don't forget it. Wayfire, Cosmic, Dusk. And what was I thinking? Oh my god, I forgot. This thing, the hooker. There is a Dusk Pacman hook. Voila. So all of that, Dusk Pacman D, this one is not there. Control C, DWM. Oh yeah. I am in Dusk, but we are using it. It's just a terminal, so we can use it anywhere. It's in here. I thought about not using this anymore and see what happens. So dusk. Basically, guys, if you're not feeling it, we have a lot of Lego blocks, and we're choosing what to put on our system. We want to have Archlinux Lookout. We want to have a specific color, Arc Dawn, not the normal Arc color, the blue color. It's a little bit softer. I think it's on at this point in time. This color, right? It's more grayish blue. Is the color I'd like to be available, so I can select it with Alex appearance. Numlocks can be on. There is sound control. There's Picam. I mean, just think it through. Decide what Lego blocks you'd like, and there you go. So I think we're ready to test already. That's quick. Quit. Let's quit everything. Reload. And that's it. That's the only difference between dusk and DWM. That's it. The config. Some extras. I typed an S somewhere. Yep, okay, there. Ouch. I hope it's correct. And yes, you'll see your share of errors, right? You'll see that, that's okay. So what we do now is take a break, because open terminal, let's make the mistake. Let's do a build the ISO. It'll say the script must be run as root. Please use sudo. So that's new, that's our code. Just a reminder that it needs to be sudo, and then off you go. A check that we start from scratch. Archlife needs to go, and we do check that. And a new Broadcom. And then we wait. Where should we wait? File system, temp, Archlife. Later on there will be a folder called out, and it's gonna be here, but if you reboot, it's the temp folder. It's gone. So often I put it on the desktop quickly, so if it's good, I'll drag it there, because well, from time to time you don't think about it, so it's gone. You can build it again, right? So it's in the temp folder, which means it's gonna delete if you reboot or crash. All right, let's pause this. This is actually super fast, right? It's very small ISO. It's an Archlinux ISO with, well, there we go already, with the the Arcoinstall. And you saw in video 4373 what the difference are. I mean, 2 files, DWM dusk, doesn't take up a lot of space. Certainly not a lot of building time. See you in a bit. Like I said, it is super fast to build this ISO. How big is it? Maybe a question you'll have in the out. That's the size of the ISO, and 1.2. If you go to the Archlinux ISO, which is this one, I think, right, it's 1.1, the one from December 01. In the meantime, we're already 8 days later, right? So other packages, other kernels, that's the difference. We can actually open it up, click on it, and then you can compare. It's fun to do, but let's not do that. So what I'm saying is, you have an out, Control C, put it on my desktop, Control V, so I have a copy. And if you click on it, you can actually open this thing, and in here somewhere is a list, package list. So if you compare these two files with each other with melt, you know exactly why there is 1 megabyte more difference in numbering often, right? Just new versions. Let's delete some things here. Voilà. That's that. Super F7. Super F7 loads up VirtualBox. VirtualBox has the old ISO. Let's go to the new. That's on the desktop. Okay. Start. Reboot. Boot manager. Go to the CD-ROM. Click. And click again. And this is very much, voila, welcome to Archlinux. And then you can, of course, you can do everything manually. So it's still very much Arch. So if you want to do the manual Archlinux installation, which I haven't done in quite a while, because it really does feel like punishment, right? If you have Archlinstall. Archlinstall is like super fast to set up. And otherwise you have to type everything and think it through. Thinking hurts. Arch. So these are my two aliases. I have my Belgian keyboard and I launch with possibility to have the parallel downloads. BE, let's go and go through this. BE localis, right? Mirrors, Sweden is still good for me. Aha. So here there were code changes, remember? Let's see. I think we need to wait a little bit. Voila. So, yeah, we better report back that there is an issue with it. Okay. So that happens. We are working with the very, very last code. So, power of the machine. The video is only 17 minutes long. It's good. Let's keep it in. Because if you are starting to develop, then this will happen, right? This will happen. And the ArcoLinux install dev, there is another package that we have, right? Arcoinstall. That's the official one, development one, yours for people that actually works, right? So if we don't change, compare, if we don't go changing the code, but just get these two guys in, together with Wayfire, maybe, why not? And keep all the rest, right? We know something went wrong in the mirrors. And then we go to Arcoinstall. We're gonna up this thing. So 3 new desktops, filing window managers, right? That's that. Nothing to do for the rest, I don't think so. I'm thinking. We better take a look, right? Let's see, compare. So this one, this I won't touch. And all the rest, there are some changes. So we've added extra packages. wget, who doesn't need wget at some point in time? It's like git. At some point in time you need stuff. It's not like a daily basis, but yeah. Faster way is actually this. Right mouse click left, go through the list, you say OK. But I do want to see what I'm doing, because this code is going to you. You're downloading from that particular GitHub. So it better be without mistakes. So it's actually the list, the core list, maybe we should call it or something, right? This is the list that I want everywhere to be. Make decisions. You can make your own decisions because the code is online and then you build it. Cosmic, wait a bit for Cosmic. Needs to get better. Yeah, in the past, chat.wm was really one long list of files. And then I wanted more structure, maintenance. We think about future things. Can we develop and maintain, right? So then I thought maybe we should have something like a core bunch of files, Lego blocks, and then the Lego blocks that I like for i3, for Qtile, and that's why it looks now totally different. Then later on, if we decide to add one more to the core, we can just copy paste over and don't think. Voila. So we better not change these guys, because something happened to it. That means that we need to build again. More desktops and more core packages, right? Pretty much what we did here. So online you'll find this: more desktops, more core packages. Right, let's build. So one to develop, that's gonna break from time to time, and one for us. So there you go, building again. Brave, want to check something. So the B stands for building. Arcoinstall. It is pointing to the right place. Okay, so that's the one we've just pushed. More desktops, more core packages 1 minute ago. And if you want to see what we did online, you can see it as well. And there has to be, hey, where's dusk and all that? Did we not add? Here's dusk. DWM. Archinstall. Dusk and DWM. Okay. It's there. Let's stop the video for a while again and reboot. So as you see, if you're gonna develop, if you're going to try to take control of your operating system this way, we better keep around a development version that can break and another version that's still working. Another way of doing things which is a little bit more technical but maybe worth it. Learn git branch. Branching. Staying in the same just took the first one. I have no clue what this is. Welcome to git branching. Oh, seems like an exam. Select the level. So yeah, that's another way of making a branch, literally a branch. Maybe visually we can show you a branch. So it splits off. So okay, let's try the code, the new code coming from Archinstall, and switch back to the default branch. So you stay in the same thing. It makes it more complex. You need to know where you are, which branch you are, and to merge the branch again if everything is okay, right? But, right, give me an idea. If you're working with a lot of people, it's a must, I suppose. if it's just you, maybe the dev GitHub is more interesting. It's just, you know, that there is something called branching in Git. In the meantime, it's finished. It's so quick, it really is. So, it's not on the desktop now. That's true. Let's put it on the desktop because the other one isn't worth anything, right? It's not working, so the worth is 0. Control C. Let's overwrite Control V, replace. Yep, he's done. So this one, if we check it out, 735, 736, check, start. Let's boot up from the CD-ROM. So this is normal. Now we would normally have a prompt, but with the scripts they put in Z profile, I think, everything starts again, well, to build. So we got a Archlinux, and then I do type B. You just can type Arch or Archlinux in the long version. That's one, or you can add advanced, also good. All work, right? And off we go. Belgian. So they're working on the mirrors. That's good. This configuration, this conscription. So all of this I skip when it's just about testing, right? I don't care about this encryption, nor the swap, nor the bootloader. It's system deboot, so it's set already, nor the name. So here it starts again. So I start from mirrors, this configuration, that's one I do, and that's done. And then root. I need a user account, firm exit, and here are the changes. So we got dusk and DWM to test, right? The difference are these three there. Let's try dusk because it's first. It doesn't matter if you're on a VirtualBox to select graphical drivers. Officially, right? Officially, we should go in here, we should go this one. But it doesn't hurt if you just don't do anything either. So it just works on VirtualBox. Audio don't select because, well, right? But if it's for testing, maybe we should. And then network configuration, use network, parallel downloads 30. Additional package you could add, and that's maybe something interesting to add, VirtualBox guest utils. It's a package to make the VirtualBox screen larger than the small, I don't know, 1200 on 800 or something. I have 1920 on 1280, right? But by default it won't do that. But with VirtualBox guest utils it will do that. And that's it. Time zone, I skipped time zone. Just testing. 5 minutes later we're already installing DWM to see if that works. And let's go and see. The 30 parallel downloads are doing its marvelous job of getting everything quickly. Do I still have a bit of coffee? Nope. In the meantime, booting up another computer to the left. to test 6.12.3-1 CashOS kernel. The new kernel out. But before releasing, let's see if it boots. Alright, 6.12.3 CashOS. That's for this afternoon. And that's actually with the extra difficulty that it's on an NVIDIA machine. So NVIDIA DKMS has support there. You see, I make my own decisions. That's the point of this Arcoinstall. Sublime Text is not for everyone. Be glad I didn't put code in there. Right? If there are choices, are really some deal breakers probably in there. Point is, we give you code, build an ISO, any way you see fit, go change it, build the ISO. And keep track of the changes over time. Just like I did, and the dev version is not working currently. So there are two options for me. I can put everything back and wait for proper code come in. Maybe it's in an hour, maybe it's in a day, maybe it's in 2 days. Now it's installing drivers that I don't need, right? But okay, then you type reboot. Let's see if we forgot anything. The first one was dusk, I think, yeah? SDM, we did not select it. It's there as a default choice. If you forget, then you get this. So you need to know that the PyChem Git is actually the one we're using, that you need to kill it in VirtualBox. Control-Alt-O. Control-Alt-O. And you kill PyChem. Everything is then black. And that's okay, right? Super X is available. Escape, Super Q, Super Shift Q, Super Enter and Super Shift Enter. Super D, check. Super Shift D, check. And Super X and Super Shift X. Yeah, okay. That's it. So dusk is ready to go. Super D, we made our choices. These are the things we install. Ah yeah, the VirtualBox guest utils, right? It's not working. You installed the package. Great. But you did not activate the package. Sudo systemctl enable now vbox. Remember VB. VirtualBox VB and then tab. Enter, Eric, go. And then there you go, right? You got a bigger screen. Alt N, variety is there. Of course it's there. I love variety. Then you go for preferences. You add some stuff. Wallhaven CC. Whatever. Computers. A tag for computers. So what do we get? We get this. We get that. Ooh, that's nice. I have an idea. I've got an idea. It could have been, but it's not. Oh my god, the power this will use. The electricity bill he has to pay. I've got an idea. what if, guys, if you don't know it already, IT crowd. Is that a tag? No images found. And what about IT crowd with a minus? Yes, awesome. No, that's not IT crowd. That's IT crowd. Awesome, 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 awesome. Right? If you don't know what IT crowd is, just YouTube it. It's humor, fun. Voila, that's it. So the next topic, well, I have 35 minutes. I could, well, I'll cut it in half, right? I'll stop the video here. I'll boot up again and try out DW. Okay. All right. See you in a bit.